that somehow, some way, Nasser had 3 missed tests ahead of the Doha World Championships. And be it whoever gave it the green light or whoever didn't have the full details yet, she somehow got to compete. AIU, I guess, knew of this. I assume World Athletics knew of this. We don't know the full scope
but
of
we
what was
still don't
going
know.
on. But I mean, if
We
she
still don't
3
know.
missed tests before the Doha World Championships, there's no explanation that is appropriate or that you could suffice, could please me, I guess, to how she was allowed to compete. I don't care if the investigation was still ongoing. That's absurd that she was able to still compete after garnering a violation in the terms of the rule
Well,
book.
hold on. I get that it's a violation, but what if literally the third test is that she missed is a week before the meet starts and they're still adjudicating it? I mean, keep in mind what just
Then
happened with Christian Coleman.
but
Keep in
it's a
mind what just
broken
happened with Christian.
system.
Well,
That's a
you
broken
have to have.
system then.
Well, you have to have time. You have to have time for them to at least. I know there's the suspension, the provisional suspension, and then there's the actual ban, right? Those are two separate things. But even to pull somebody out of the World Championships and lay them with a provisional suspension, you have to have some degree of certainty. You have to let them make their case a little bit. We just don't know the timing of when this happened. I agree with you there that there should that you wish that there was a mechanism that could do it quicker. But I mean, what if that last one was there was something in the same vein as Coleman or something else, or some situation where we don't even really hear about because it doesn't get to that third one, and then they don't get to run because of that, and then a month later they go, "Oops, we shouldn't have provisionally suspended you." They can't rerun the World Championships at that point. All I'm saying is we don't know. Now, when we look at
Given the context, given the context of missing 3 tests, obviously you understand, though, of course, is the suspicion is incredibly elevated when she's basically allowed to miss 3 tests, essentially gets the gold medal, runs the 3rd fastest time of all time. Unfortunately, she's from a country in Bahrain who has had some prominent athletes that have won gold medals test positive as of late and had their medals stripped. And then she goes on at the beginning of this year and misses a 4th test.
Yeah,
it just seems like this is the Wild West for if you don't know the full details, which of course we don't because the AIU is barely talking about it, and World Athletics, I don't even know if they've addressed it. It just seems like what's going on here? Is she going to miss a 5th? Like what? Where is there?
Now.
Yeah, I know she's suspended, but
I'll try to get some answers for you today. I understand what you're saying, and I understand that. But if just say, for example, the typical lag time between when someone gets a 3rd test or 3rd violation and a notice of suspension, say that number is 2 weeks, 1 month, whatever it is. Okay. And that person gets their 3rd violation in March. Okay. A low stakes time of year for the most cases, in most years, right? Because it happens before the World Championships, you shrink that time. You shrink that available window that an athlete has because it's near a high stakes point of the year. So that's what I'm saying. That's hard to do. That you would give them less time for due process because of the time of the year that it happens. I'm not disputing that if they have 3 missed tests that they should be suspended. This is difficult. This is complicated. And if we don't know when the dates were, then that gets especially tough to parse out. Because the last thing you want to do is suspend somebody for World Championships and then have it be on an error. Because you can't undo that.